It's okay. It's alright. Okie dokie. If the sound of the road gets too intense, I'll close the window. But it is extremely hot in this bitch. Defender burp. So, let's see what the crack is. Today, we are using cobalt blue. I said on the other streams, I was like, I don't know what color I'm going to choose yet. Well, I've chosen it, and it's blue. Cobalt blue. Look how delicious that blue is. Right. Let's get some paint on this bitch. I can say bitch on YouTube, can't I? Yeah, no. I know I'm live now, but you never know. People are very sensitive these days. I won't know if anybody's in the chat, so forgive me. I ask for your forgiveness. Almighty YouTube. I mean YouTube. That might be a bit too watery. Might be. Might not be, but it might be. It's probably going to be a few minutes before anyone shows up, because I said I was going live 5 minutes from now. Until then, it's just me and me. Or just you and me, YouTube. Just me and the tube. He thinks this is a little too watery. I'm sure it'll be fine. It's highly pigmented, so. Pigment. A mental pig. Yeah. Cobalt blue was a good choice. Isn't this Nerf gun colors? Default Nerf gun colors? It's okay if I go over into the black, because then I can just put more black on and hide my mistakes. But when I go up against the orange, it's a different story. It's going to be interesting to see if anybody shows up. Watch, Scouse will show up. Scouse Bear will show up. If anybody's going to be if anyone's going to show up, it'd be that nigga. What's that? Huh? Who we got? We got one person watching. I don't know. Is there a chat going actually? Is there a chat? Hold on. Can I put the chat up? I'm new to this. I usually just do this on Instagram. Live chat. Welcome to live chat. Remember to guard your privacy and abide by our community guidelines. Pshaw! Okay. Proclaim your presence, whoever you are. Say something. Say something, I'm giving up on you. Like, just tell me if the angle is shit. Sarah Martin, well, that's a very different style to what I've seen you do. Oh, the message disappeared. Hold on a minute. Some messages, such as potential spam, may not be visible. That kind of sucks. The message comes up for like a couple of seconds and then disappears. Can I change the setting on that? I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. I didn't get to see the rest of your comment. A very different style. Do you think? Is it good? Is it bad? Let me know. I will periodically look at the chat. But I have to keep going all the way over here to look at the chat. So, forgive me if I am not very responsive in terms of chit chat. I will just spend most of my time saying whatever comes to mind. Like how hot it is in this bitch. Sun isn't even that bright today, and it's just the humidity's unreal. Not exactly the weather for a ginger man like myself. It's not too wet. It's just wet enough. Oh, Jesus. I said it's not for kids, so YouTube can fuck up. Because everybody who knows me knows I'm a vulgar Irishman. Defender burp. I will need to get a webcam or something so I can like interact. See, that's why more people need to join. So you can chat to each other while I paint. You know? You know? Oh, do you mean like that it's a different style as in like it's not a funny looking cartoon? Is that what you mean, Sarah? Who's Sarah? Sarah Martin. I'm racking my brain for like 5 minutes now, being like, who's Sarah? Sarah Martin. Present your bear name, if you have. It was Michelle Martin in my class. That was a long time. It's been a long time since I was in school. Although we are all in the school of life, are we not? It's like spam the chat with you're getting in the way if you can't see what's going on. But judging by the angles, I think it should be okay. I'm pretty good with angles, you know? Yeah, cobalt blue was definitely a good choice. And now we have 2 people. Excellent. My influence grows. Soon I will rule the world with my PEINTEINGU. It will be interesting to see if I look back at my phone and there's like 1,000 people watching, will my hand just be like this? Like, oh God, so many eyes upon me. Yeah, I'm gonna try and bring more attention to my YouTube though. This is what this is about. Bringing more attention to PEINTEINGU. I actually need to do I need to do a message later on Instagram actually. There's not going to be a PEINTEINGU again this Friday. I'm going to France. I said that a few weeks ago and I didn't go because the ferry got cancelled. It's going to be so people like, you liar. You said you were going to France ages ago and you never went. Yeah, well, I'm going now. Flights are booked. Feck the ferry. Getting on the plane. I'll let you know if it's flat. Don't worry. That's actually annoying me about the chat. Wish you could just see the messages there, but I don't know, maybe you can. As I said, I am new to this. I'm not aware of the technicalities. Ah, damn it. Well, actually, that doesn't matter. The next section was going to be blue anyway. Oh, I really want tunes. I'm desperately trying to figure out a way how to get tunes in the background. I don't have any CDs. Unfortunately, just like my gaming collection, it's all digital these days. Which is something I painfully regret. I wish you could just stick on an album in the background or something, but I'll figure it out. I'll set it up on the laptop one of these days instead of the phone and use the phone to play the tunes. I figured out how to do it with PEINTEINGU. I'll figure out how to do it with this. Trial and error, as they say. All I can say is thank feck that you guys can't smell what I can smell right now. The smell of manure from the passing trucks is heavy on the nostrils right now. It's just this waft of cow shit just permeating in my window. I'm trying to paint. You surround me with shit. I'll try and remember to look at chat or look at the screen to see if I can catch a chat every so often. I ain't making any promises. I have a tendency to get lost in my work. Which is the way it should be. Well, for the most part. Don't get me wrong, if you've got kids and you get lost in your work too much, it's probably a bad thing. Although, what if your kids are assholes? If your kids are assholes, it's probably your fault. Well, maybe not. Maybe your kids are just assholes. 3 people, 1 like. We're getting there. I'll be famous in no time. Not that I want to be famous. Fuck being famous. I just need to make some money. Well, I have made some money. Just need to make more. Recently managed to successfully paint something that's not really in my realm. Friend of mine, if you're a bear, you'll know him, Solver Bear, commissioned me to do a painting of a beautiful, cute unicorn and some mermaids and a castle and all that jazz for his 2 little girls. 2 little girls? 3 little girls? I am unaware of how many daughters he possesses. But I didn't think I'd be able to pull it off, because my style is usually like, a little bit more aggressive and like still cartoony, but like, just not like feminine. But I pulled it off. And I still managed to put a little bit of me in there. It was a combination of funny and cute. Cute and cuddly and funny. Like me. Although I don't know if anyone would describe me as cute. Cuddly, yes. Funny, yes. Cute, not really. Yes, the cobalt is working well. For a second there, I didn't think I would be able to go live on YouTube. Telling me like you need this many followers and this and all. The fact that you need a certain amount of followers on your channel to go, on your channel to go live is a bit like, what the fuck? Like, YouTube's like, you must prove yourself before we'll let you go live, Dear God, the smell of cow shit is actually like every couple of minutes I just get this waft in the window, and fuck me, is it strong. Wake you up in the morning, I'll tell you that much. Oh, somebody left. Was it something I said? Or was it the smell of cow shit? If you left because you could smell the cow shit from there, I don't blame you. Oh. Bad positioning. Naughty. Naughty defender. Do better. I hope people appreciate how much harder it is to paint at these odd angles on a canvas. Because like a canvas is textured, in case you didn't notice. and provides many advantages over paper, but one of the disadvantages is the bleeding. The bleeding. I used to love that song. The bleeding. What was it? What was her name? Five Finger Death. Was that Five Finger Death Punch? The bleeding. Probably wouldn't. Well, not probably about it. It wouldn't be. It wouldn't be bleeding as much if it wasn't as watery as it is. But at the same time, I kind of want to stain it first because these are like, you know, it's gouache, so like it's highly pigmented. Like the cobalt actually that I'm using right now is gouache, whereas the orange and the black was acrylic. Don't ask me why. I'm just winging it. Basically, I was not arsed trying to mix a cobalt hue with the other acrylics. What I'll do is I'll cut in here. Yeah. And then I'll make those black. I'll cut in there and I'll make those black. And then these can be blue. I didn't plan this one ahead at all. I usually like have some idea of what colors I'm going to use and what parts are going to be what color and so on and so forth. But this time I was just like, feck it, just fucking do it, like, you know, see what happens. Had loads of fun yesterday doing all the black. I was able to just do big, loose, aggressive, flamboyant strokes of black. And now I'm having to be a goddamn surgeon with this thing. Like Denzel Washington. You know, I'm surgical with this bitch. I said it once, I'll say it again. I'm not really concerned about making mistakes because I can just, like, you know, just fix them later. You are annoying me. Yeah, there we go. That's better. We're down to one. Am I that unbearable? Well, I am a bear. Isn't that how all this began? Should take it as a compliment. Because of the way the chat works, I've probably missed everything. Anything anybody has said, I've missed it. Oh, defendable. They say to keep your brushes wet with these paints because they dry so quickly. I am not going to have that issue. Watered this stuff down so much. And it's still vibrant as hell. Shout out to Turner Acryl Gouache because their paints are insanely pigmented. I can't even hear myself think at this stage. I will endure the heat so that I may have some fucking, well, not silence, but, you know, less noise. I wouldn't be surprised if that's why people left, actually. This chap painting at the side of a road, like, what the fuck? Yeah, it basically is, yeah. I'm not actually at the side of a road, but may feckin' well be, like. Right. I'm gonna go over here a bit. How's the angle on this? Okay. I want to do it in such a way that, like, you know, I can just, like a printer, just do. That way I won't accidentally place my hand upon any wet paint. You know, like a pro, like, you know. So that's allegedly what I'm supposed to be. Is a professional artist. Although I don't know how many professional artists are like, "Oh, buy my PEINTEINGU." I do think it's funny to, like, for the gamers out there, I think it's hilarious to every time I reload the brush to be like Time Crisis, reload. Just makes me laugh. I don't know what Time Crisis is. You're on YouTube. Feel free to feck off for a minute and check out what Time Crisis is and then come back to me. Grew up playing Time Crisis in my sitting room and in my bedroom. But first started in the sitting room. Sitting there with the gun con, digital gun hooked up to the telly. Shooting bad guys. Used to love it. Used to spend hours doing it. Trying to get high scores. Well, actually, back then I would have just been trying to complete the level. And the video games that I remember not being able to finish when I was younger because I found them too difficult. And then I went back when I was older and I was like, I was stuck on this stuff? Jesus. I was not an intelligent child. Yeah, orange. I might like, yeah, we'll see later. Now, I'm not sure whether to do all of this. Yeah, I'll do all this blue, actually, yeah. I love this shade of blue. It's also got a cool ass name, like Cobalt. Like, you know, I'm such a nerd. Whoop. A little bit over there. A little bit over the edge. Did you say over the hedge? No, I said over the edge. Good movie, though. If you've never watched Over the Hedge, watch it. It's hilarious. Your man Steve Carell does an excellent job of voicing the squirrel. I can't remember his name. Was it like Hammy or something? I can't remember. Sammy or something? I don't know. Very funny movie. Bruce Willis was the raccoon in that. Like, that's just like, it's just odd. Defender burp. Actually, I'm gonna have to keep an eye on my phone's battery. Ah, we have 4 people and 2 likes. Look at that. Go from 1 to 3, back down to 1, up to 4. I probably will shit myself, actually, if I look back at the phone and there's like 1,000 people watching or something one of these days. I'll just be like, oh God, what have I done? It's annoying me that I can't see the chat though, because I don't know if anybody's saying it. A moment. You can just stare at my beautiful creation while I chat hidden. No? Okay. No, that's not what I wanted. Oh God, I'm after fecking everything up. Live chat. Oh, there we go. There we go. Maxed out bear. There we go. Yeah, we're going to see Juju, Sarah. Yeah. There we go. Why didn't that pop up before? Bye, Sarah. Oh, it's gouache. Nice. You'd have to go over that blue 6 times with acrylic. Nice. Yeah, that's why I use gouache. Oh. That's why I fell in love with gouache. My first set, like my first half a dozen, yeah. I'd say the first 5 or 6 paintings I did were just in basic acrylic. And dear God almighty. That's one way to test your patience as an artist. Is to see how many layers of basic acrylic it takes to just get the bang for your buck. Gouache is so highly pigmented that it's almost like staining things. But even though it's so highly pigmented, it's also water-based as far as I know. So you don't even need like you don't need white spirits, you don't need any of that. Just El Agua is enough to remove any mistakes or correct things. It's just better, like in my humble opinion. I mean, you can use, if you water it down enough, you can use gouache as watercolor, you know, which is just crazy. Like, you know, like I get that like other people like oils are just opaque as fuck, but they're oils. They take ages to dry. And if you don't know what you're doing, like if you're not experienced, they can stress the hell out of you, you know, because you're like, oh God, I've made a mistake. It's all over. So I use gouache. And that Turner Acryl gouache, the brand I use. I think that one of the first colors I got was lilac. And the second I put it on the board, I was like, oh yeah, that's the ticket. Need me more of this stuff. Hold on. Oh, is it out of focus? Is it out of focus? Sleep deprived. Video's out of focus. It's like me without me specs on. Right, hold on. There we go. That better? Yeah? Is that better? Looks better on my end. Let me know. Okay, where was I? I was up here. Careful now. Easy. Just because I don't want to make mistakes doesn't mean I'm just going to ham it all up and not care. I'll only have more fixing to do later. There we go. Now if I do them in blue, and this in black, then that's going to be, no. So I'll do them in black and do this in blue. Okay. It's actually so much better without the noise of the road and the traffic outside. But I'm already starting to feel the heat. And it's not the pressure of people watching me paint. It is just the heat. Humidity's intense today. And as much as I'd preferred, I'm not gonna I'm not gonna sit here topless sweating like a pig. But believe me, if you weren't watching, that's exactly what I'd be doing. Watch, somebody's going to be like, take it off! Actually making better progress in this than I thought I would be. This is my first canvas one. And I haven't painted live in terms of like actually trying to do my stuff live without making too many mistakes. So I'm not doing too bad. There was a part of me that was like, oh, when I start to paint in front of people, I'm going to cock up so much. But it makes sense that I'm actually all right and comfortable in front of people because, like, what I used to be like in school. When I was in primary school, like, even as a small child, I used to do stuff in front of people all the time. And I loved it, you know. I'm not an attention seeker, but I do like making people laugh and entertaining people. I've always liked entertaining people. I believe it to be a noble profession if you do it with honor and integrity. Ah, Jesus! Right. No more fuck-ups from here on in. Do you know what? I'm actually just gonna like, yeah. See, if it's sharp, then it's not a mistake. How's the chat going?
Need to run off to a meeting. See you later, Sleepy. So the chat only comes up for a second. That's interesting. I have to like keep bringing it up. Sarah, how do I know you? Obviously you're a bear, but I've never seen your name before. What's your bear name? Please show me to be completely retarded right now. Like, you're going to be like, oh, it's blah, blah, blah. And I'm going to be like, oh, no fucking way. I'm such an idiot. Like, it's just the name Sarah Martin doesn't ring a bell. Great with faces, shit with names. That's a lie. I'm pretty good with names too. But I'm like ridiculously good with faces. Like, I've seen people years later and they look completely different. And I'm like, it's you. Okay. Yeah, I'll do that black. Do that black. Okay. Defender burp. Go back into the centerpiece here. Maybe I should just shut up and just hum, but then I have a weird feeling that like some people will like fall asleep. But maybe that's a good thing. Everybody start watching me paint so they can fall asleep. Just listen to the sultry sounds of my voice. Witness the strokes of the brush as I gently caress the canvas. Sleep. Well, if it was too watery, it isn't now. It's starting to thicken up. I'm just going to start humming random tunes. I'll hum something and then be like, is that tune? No, I don't fucking know. Look it up on YouTube and come back to me. How many streamers would be like that? Leave and find out and then come back. Or if you can, Google it while you're watching me. That is, I know that is something though. It's like ringing a bell, but I don't know. It's ringing a bell, but I don't know what bell. Oh God, I'm sweating. Absolutely sweating. Okay, what if black? Oh, well then I'll have to go up here then actually. And then here. Depending on how this turns out, I might switch to wood panels for a while and then give them a try, because I like painting on wood panels. But it's hard to get a wood panel that's like this big. They'd also be way more expensive, I think. I'm not sure. I'd probably have to order them or some shit like. But then part of me was thinking is like I could just go to like scrap yards and just like see if I could find like huge chunks of wood and just like especially like oddly shaped ones, and then paint symmetrical stuff onto them. I think that'd be cool. Look how sharp that bitch is. Now I have a Zelda tune stuck in my mind. Do 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 do. Sleep deprived will know what that is. I can't whistle. No, can't whistle. Barely. Do 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 do. I can't get over how like it's just like it's like a Nerf gun, but in the symmetrical form in one of my designs. I didn't think it was going to be that like spot on Nerf, like. But now that I'm seeing it in front of me, I'm like, yeah, it's basically Nerf. I used to love Nerf. Well, I still like used to like. So one thing, when I have kids, Nerf guns. I'm gonna be shooting my kids with fucking Nerf guns like all day long. Come here, little bollocks! Pum. Kind of cock that one. Seriously, when I'm over here, it's so hard. I'll get there eventually. Only been at this like three odd years. I'll get so good at this shit. People will come far and wide to watch me paint and listen to me shite on about shite. That's why I want to be able to look at the live chat while I'm painting, because like I love talking to people, you know, about interesting stuff. Like Defender. I wonder how many people will leave the second they hear me burp. Oh, what an animal. I know, right? I am an animal. Right. Okay. We're nearly on an hour now. I'll get to an hour and then we'll leave it. And I can fix my mistakes and charge my phone. Have a cigarette. Oh, what's that? What's that tune? Put it in the comments. So, like, I seriously can't think of what tune that actually is. Right, I'll go back up here for a moment. Most people would definitely leave if I start singing some of my favorite metal tunes in my head. Fuck yeah! Oh, where have I been? Oh, Jesus, I'm not listening to this. Gosh, I used to be like that. I used to listen to Nickelback and fucking the heaviest thing I listened to was Slipknot, and then I started listening to stuff like what would have been the first like heavy metal thing that like metalcore or screaming and stuff like. I'm trying to think now. Parkway Drive. Parkway Drive was one of the first like proper the metalcore, is that the genre? There's like constant screaming and shouting and goring and epic guitar going on in the background and all, like, and when I first heard it I was like, dear God, how do you listen to these vocals, like, and then it just grows on you because it goes with the music, you know. Can't have like like and fucking like la 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 la, like it just doesn't work like that, like, you know. Don't get me wrong, like some bands pull that shit off, or they have like some lad who sings like angelic vocals, and then another guy who's like, "Urgh." And then you got guys like oh, what was his fucking name? Guy from Killswitch Engage. Howard Jones. Now that black fella has some pipes on him. One of my favorite songs ever is Element of One. Beautiful tune. Breathe me in and forever seek with them I'm eternal. Oh. I haven't listened to that in a while, actually. Amazing song. Right. What are we looking at now? 55. Okay. 5 more minutes. Just need to keep an eye on the time because I know my phone is on low battery and the friend of burp. It's a new phone, so I don't want to just have it constantly plugged in, potentially wreck the battery on the thing. So I'm just going to go till the phone dies. Go till you can't go no more. I think the Cobalt was a good choice. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Do you hate it? Do you love it? Put it in the comments. Like, subscribe. Tell me what you feel, how you're thinking, what you're thinking, how you feel. Can I afford to switch up here? Yeah. I have a feeling if I prepared the canvas with a bit of that gesso stuff, that it'd probably be a little bit cleaner. Although it's pretty clean, you know. It's pretty sharp. Like the only things that aren't sharp is like, you know, when I wobble, you know. So even though it's watery and even though it's on canvas, it's still not bleeding as much as I thought it would. So, pretty good. Sure, you can still hear the traffic outside. That's how like the main road is literally right outside my house. Mad living here it is. Right opposite, like there's a garage across the road. There's just be trucks and transport vehicles and cars just like forever, like all day, every day, barreling in front of your gaff. It's a bit of a mad life.